sense of humor. So that's what they do have in common.
Now, were they competitive growing up? I know they're 3.5 years apart, and they only played on the same high school team for 1 year. But were they competitive?
They were competitive as far as trying to do the best that they could, but they've always supported one another 100%. So that has not changed from the time they were small on up.
All right, and real quick, who do you want to win?
Well, you know what? I can just say that either team that wins will be a winner for me.
Oh, that's the mother answer. All right, thanks a lot, Carolyn. We appreciate you being here.
All right, thank you very much.
Jim and Gary, you called it. You guys said the mother would give the neutral answer on that one.
A great-looking lady, and the sons look just like Mom, don't they?
Oh, they really would. Wow. Beautiful woman. Beautiful mother, yeah.
Well, Dallas Braden's come out of the ball game. Jim and I talking about it. There's got to be something wrong, obviously, to pull him in.
Well, he had the flu in his last start and still managed to pitch into the 7th inning. So it's certainly not pitch count. It's certainly not getting hit. Hope it's not any kind of physical thing other than, maybe having some kind of illness.
So the gunslinger, Tyson Ross. This is a non-rostered invitee to spring training. A right-hander out of the hometown. He's from Oakland. He went to Berkeley. Played at the University of California, an all Pac-10 player back in 07 and 08. He's only 23 years old, and it's only his 3rd year of professional baseball. So the 23-year-old comes on to work here. 2-0 delivery, and that'll be taken for a strike by Garrett Atkins.
Yeah, his last 2 appearances have actually been starts. Did not pitch particularly well in them. 6 runs in 7 2/3 innings. And much, much better out of the bullpen. 3.32 ERA.
Gets the chopper to short. Pennington. And that will take care of Atkins. 1 away. And it's time now for that all-exciting moment of every broadcast, our AT&T Mobility Trivia question. Which franchise has thrown the most no-hitters? Red Sox, Braves, Yankees, Dodgers.
Well, it's either got to be the Yankees or the Dodgers.
I guess Dodgers.
I'm going with the Yankees.
All right, it's the Yankees-Dodgers, which means the answer is the Braves. The answer is Dodgers. Sandy Koufax.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. That's 1 for 100.
It just took a week off for you to kind of recharge your batteries.
That's why I took a week off, so I could get the answer right to the first trivia question.
And you charged to the 4th.
And that'll be the end of that.
We'll see about tomorrow night. Can't wait.
Is Torres will take it outside as Torres singled his first time up. Funky delivery that Tyson Ross has. He really does sling the baseball. That one in the air to left center. Gross this time will give way, and Patterson's got it.
Well, he's 6'6", so he's got it looks like he's got a ball that runs a little bit. We saw him pitch the one game I did out in Oakland on that Sunday. He came in that ball game. And so again, out in the minor leagues, and last year pitched A and AA. He was a starter, and this year, of course, they kept him on the ball club, and he's pitched primarily out of the bullpen.
Last start against Detroit, he gave up 3 runs, 7 hits in 4 innings, took the loss, moved back to the bullpen. He appeared twice against the Orioles. You take a look at this funky windup.
Well, it's almost like, a lot of times you want to keep your left shoulder closed, but he gets it open. But again, he throws downhill, and that's what you want to do when you're 6'6". Ball just runs away from lefties.
Fouled off, and quickly a 2-strike count. Corey Patterson has grounded out and been called out on strikes.
And it's a funky 94.
Yeah.
With movement. And that's going to get hitters out if you can keep it out of the middle of the plate and down.
He's not worked out a relief since May 11 against Texas. Got a win on a blown save. And a base hit. Ellis diving, could not get to it. So Patterson with 2 down gets a single here in the 5th.
Yeah, nice approach with 2 strikes. Just watch him drop the bat. And that ball's down almost off the outside corner. There we go. Mom's happy. Now, Braden controlled the running game. I would imagine with 2 outs, this is a running situation. Well, Corey can steal him.
Get a look at the kind of move he has, maybe. Lugo up. Lugo 0 for 2 is struck out and flied out. Pitches up high, almost sailed by Suzuki.
Well, for anybody tall, the magic number, you better get the ball under 1.3 second to home plate. And to do that, you got to slide step. You got to get your hands, bring them up a lot quicker, get them out. Pretty good pitch right there.
Outside corner.
Yeah, you got to get rhythm to your windup, and it's harder to do with the runner on.
1 ball, 1 strike count. Dallas Braden left, giving up 1 unearned run on 3 hits in 4 innings. He walked 2 and struck out 4. Down to third, foul ball. And a 1 ball, 2 strike count now on Lugo in that number 2 hole.
Yeah, nice breaking ball right there.
The Orioles have only won 2 of the last 15 games that these 2 teams have played. Oakland has become a real nemesis for the Orioles. They won the series last year 5-1. They've not lost a season series since 1998. Short lead at first, 1-2 delivery. Fastball will be inside, and a 2 ball, 2 strike count on Lugo. Dallas Braden, no chance to. He's non-decision in this ball game,
and you got him out of the game. You hope he's all right, but he's gone. So maybe you can manufacture some runs.
Shortstop forced at second, and Pennington will step on the bag. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. 5 complete. Game 1, 3-game set against Oakland is tied. 1 run, 6 hits, and an error for the A's. The Orioles won 4-0. That error costly. The Orioles run is unearned. Off Dallas Braden, the starter, who came out of the ball game after 4 innings. Tyson Ross worked, giving up just 1 single in the 5th. Now he faces Nick Markakis. Nick with a walk and a single, extending his hit streak now to 8 games.
Not a lot of offense, as you can see. Corey Patterson, the back-to-back walks, and then the error by Pennington, the only run. Markakis, Nick, of course, 1 for 1. And Paul. Dancing with the Stars right there.
It's close.
Got to get the dogs out of the way. There we go. It is really hard because you land on your front foot. But to land on your front foot, you got to be pushing off your back foot. Hard, not like skipping rope, even though it looked like it.
There's a leadoff walk. Well, the Orioles get the leadoff man on. This date in history, couple of very familiar names. 1935, Babe Ruth. His final home run, he hit 3 of them in the same game, including number 714. And in 1951, the Giants rookie, Willie Mays, made his major league debut, Shive Park, Philadelphia. He was 20 years old at the time. There's the Babe. Ruth was playing for the Boston Braves at the time when he got those 3 home runs in Forbes Field in Pittsburgh. Did hit his last home run.
Do you know the history? I mean, did he play many more games after that?
I don't know how many.
Did he get tired running around the bases 3 times?
He did, but he's nevertheless survived the night and came back to play.
Must have been some kind of celebration.
Yes, indeed. Pitch is taken up high, and Suzuki's going to go out and have a word with Tyson Ross.
Here comes Kurt Young. Well, you're into the heart of the lineup. Big opportunity. Leadoff batter. You know, for Miguel Tejada, he's tough to walk. You know he's not going to give up an out.
Good article by the Sports Network, which was published in the Oakland newspapers about this pitching staff and Kurt Young. It's his 7th season as the Oakland pitching coach, and over the past 6 years, that staff he's coached has the fewest home runs allowed, the lowest opponent batting average, and the 2nd best ERA in the American League over the last 6 years. They have developed homegrown, great young pitchers.
Yeah, initially it was the college guys, Hudson and Mulder and Zito. But, lately it's a lot of young guys. We'll see Trevor Cahill, Brett Anderson, who they signed, another youngster. Of course, he was a college pitcher. We saw him out in April. He's just did a rehab, didn't pitch great, but got 3 innings in last night down at AAA Sacramento.
This is the youngest starting pitching staff in the American League at 26.7 years. And that's going to miss. So the Orioles get back-to-back walks here in the 6th inning. tie ball game. Tyson Ross unable to find the strike zone.
And that's the second time in consecutive at-bats both Markakis and Tejada have walked.
We'll have to go to the record books to see the last time Tejada got 2 walks in a ball game.
Well, not on purpose.
Yeah.
Craig Breslow.
Breslow in the pen, but to the Orioles, big chance. Ty Wigginton 0 for 2 tonight. Wigginton came up with the 2-on in the 4th inning and hit into a fielder's choice. Pitch is taken outside for a ball, and Tyson Ross right now just all over the place. 0 for 7 and 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position tonight. 2 offensively challenged baseball teams that really have to work hard to score runs. 1-0 delivery to him. He's taking till he throws the strike, and he does right there. 1-1 to Wigginton. Well, Ty has been the big man for the Orioles. 284 in May. Here at home, a .373 batting average with 6 home runs. 1-1 inside.
Yeah, it is really difficult to be consistent when you're 6'6" with that arm angle. You know, he's kind of 3/4. You really have to sync everything up, and it's just hard to do. And again, he's very young.
Our great research staff has answered your question. April of 2009, last time Tejada drew 2 walks in a baseball game. That's all the way to the backstop, and no play as it ricocheted right into the mitt of Kurt Suzuki. But 2 good breaks right there by Markakis and Tejada. And what was that? Suzuki's going out to ask that question.
And right off the backstop. There you go. Here it comes. And that must have hit, well, right off the brick wall. Because if you look at the 2 gates back there, there's actually, it looks like it's more of a netting. But it missed that and somehow hit the brick and right back. Yeah, there's a netting. I don't imagine that's like a trampoline effect, but the brick is.
3rd wild pitch of the season by Ross, and the Orioles get a great chance now. 3-ball, 1 strike count, 2 in scoring position. Ty Wigginton down the line and into the seats, and the count will be full, 3-2.
Well, this is one of those classic situations when you're struggling for runs. Now, you'd like a fly ball of any depth. That'll get a run in, but the ground ball to the right side is one of the perfect, not that you can do it now with 2 strikes, but it's just a grounder to the right side. It gets the run in because they're playing back, and it moves the runner from 2nd to 3rd over.
3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Ty Wigginton, he'll take that to right. Backing up now, Sweeney. Runner tags. Throw will come into 2nd. An RBI and a 2-1 Orioles lead.
Well, that's even better for the batting average. Gets the run in, gets the run over. Sacrifice line drive is a sacrifice fly. Nicely done. Thicker ball pitcher gets it up in the zone, and that's what Wigginton's looking for. Something to put in the air, and he does.
So Wigginton gives the Orioles the lead for the first time in the ball game. RBI number 32, the team leader. Tyson Ross, the 2 walks hurt him. The wild pitch hurt him. Now the infield's drawn in with Tejada moving over to 3rd base. And Adam Jones, he has singled and reached on an error. An 11-game hit streak for Adam now. And he puts it up in the air to right, tagging up at 3rd base. Tejada. Sweeney should be deep enough. Runner goes. Throw will come in. Sweeney no arm. And another sac fly, and the Orioles take a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, Adam Jones picks out a high slider. Down and away you take it, up in the zone. Fly ball type of pitch. Orioles lead it by 2. Nice hitting by Adam.
Good situational work right there. Jones gets his 15th run batted in.
And again, Ross so young. There's your high slider. Probably the right pitch, but in the wrong location, and that's going to get Bob Guerin out to the mound.
Craig Breslow is warmed up in the bullpen. So it'll be an inning and 2/3 for Ross, who will be charged with the 2 runs on just 1 hit.